Phosphor Dot friends, Earl at thelogbook.com, back yet again on the Atari 2600 because I can't stay away from it, and a fantastic brand new port of a fairly old arcade game. The game came out in 1983 and it was called Zookeeper. It was originated by Taito, the makers of such games as Kicks and Space Invaders. And Atari did have Zookeeper on its radar back in the day. There is some evidence that, at the very least, audio development work for a port of Zookeeper had been done around 83 or 84. But of course, by that time, the bottom had really started to firmly drop out of the home video game market in the United States. And so, somewhat unsurprisingly, that development work ceased. Champ Games, however, the makers of Galagon and newer ports of Mappy and Wizard of War for the 2600, and Champ Games really, they've earned their name, I'll put it that way, because they have really kind of rewritten the DNA of what we should all be expecting from 2600 ports of classic arcade games, because they get it so right. And as you can see, boy, this is Zookeeper. There is no mistaking it. Oh, I had an elephant on the loose. The object of Zookeeper is, for much of the game, you're not supposed to do that. So, the object of the game is to try to build out the walls of the zoo, the cage, I suppose, that is holding these animals in. You have a timer that will eventually reach a certain point where you have a net, so you can try to recapture any animals that have broken through the walls of their cage. Then the third level is where Earl just jumps off the deep end and is never seen or heard from again. No, the third level is kind of a climbing platform game where your character's name is Zeke, and you're trying to get to the top and save Zelda. Nothing legendary about this Zelda. She's just Zeke the Zoo Keeper's girlfriend. But yeah, I very seldom make it to the top of that particular screen, whether it's in the arcade or not. So, game over on a really nice port of Zookeeper. Alright, let's try this again. Let's get these heffalumps under control. Back into the pen with you. Really, it's not much of a cage. You're breaking them in, so this is kind of like a cross between a trip to the zoo and the cask of Amontillado. That's terrible if you think about it. It's horrifying. All of a sudden, Zeke the Zookeeper does not look like the hero of the story here. He does not look like the stand-up guy that we kind of want him to be or expect him to be just because he is our on-screen character. Oh! I got snaked. Ah! Repeatedly. Really, at this point, I'm just trying to keep everyone else in until the net shows up, and then I can catch one of them. That wasn't terribly impressive. I'm playing with my arcade controls here and not a regulation 2600 stick, so that's my excuse for my extremely variable performance in this game. Oh, hey, root beer. Oh, man, there was a root beer right there and I didn't get it. Root beer tapper died for my sins in vain. That's horrible. So let's see if I have another opportunity to put my initials in. And I'm sure if you have an Atari Vox, this will actually save your high score. Most games that have come about since Atari Vox try to include some sort of functionality along those lines. I would be very surprised if this one didn't. Why do I keep getting snaked there? Oh, now I'm gonna get multi-snaked. That doesn't sound good. That sounds borderline inappropriate. Alright. You multi-snakes, you. Yes, all of you back in the cage. You get a better bonus in Zookeeper if you get everyone back in the cage. Oh, I was almost there. But I think I've managed to save all my lives for this level. So I can waste them all at once, trying to save Zelda. Game over. Well, I think I bettered my score there at the very least. We'll see in just a moment. The sound obviously is amazing. The graphics are as spot on as you could ask from the 2600 hardware. And this is just a fantastic little port. I always loved the original Zookeeper in the arcade. Did that elephant drink? Do I have a caffeinated elephant now? Ooh. Alright. Going to avoid this particular pachyderm. Until I just can't anymore. Yeah, let's cage you up again. Oh! Why did that one guy get out? Oh, multi-snaked again. And multi-dead again. Okay, maybe I should have quit while I was ahead. So there you have it. Champ Games' outstanding port of Zookeeper for the Atari 2600. Look for this on AtariAge.com. And I would think this one is a must-get on cartridge. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with more Phosphor Dot Fossils.